Hey MB fam, this is Deidre Dickey. It's an honor and privilege to introduce you to our newest cover feature. This cover feature is for our special edition, honoring men of God who have had lifelong achievements in their respective careers and fields. So it is my honor and privilege to introduce you to Pj Morton.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Beautiful.
So we know about the keys. Are there any other instruments that you play?
There are some instruments. I mean, I play bass
Okay.
a little bit. I play guitar a very little bit. I don't like to say that in front of my friends. I got real musician friends, so I don't claim these instruments in front of them. But I do play them on record. And I started on drums, but I think I'm a horrible drummer now. Yeah.
But they're honest expressions of who you are, so it's
For
true
sure.
to your music. So you need to, be able to express
it out.
yourself. Yeah. So for all those that don't know, we are a Christian high fashion magazine, and so I want to ask you about your walk with the Lord. When did you know that you had a relationship with the Lord, and how has He just guided and helped you in this career?
Well, I guess it's two points. It's the young point where it's like, oh, I'm in church every day,
Yeah.
3 times a week.
Yeah. Right.
It's just a part of who I am. It's just a part of my life. But really, where I had to know for myself was when I went to college. My freshman year at Morehouse was the first time I was out of my protective bubble, and people actually challenged it. Challenged my faith, and it just forced me to go within and figure out, okay, why do I believe? I know my parents told me to, but
Right.
like, how do I know it's real? And then I started to see all these different points in my life where God showed me that He was real, and that is, for me, that has guided my whole career.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, I've just been fortunate to be in some right places at some right times,
Yeah.
and just happened to be prepared when I was there. But like, even my life right now, like, even my greatest plan, and I was a marketing major at Morehouse, right?
okay.
So like, I believe in plans and rollouts, and but I could have never come up with the way that my life has gone and my career has gone. Even with the best planning that I tried to do, He was like, all right, that's cool.
But I got something for you.
Exactly, and it still blows my mind right now.
Wow, so cool. Married, father of 3.
That's right, yeah.
Go ahead and share a little bit about your family.
Yeah, married to Courtney, 12 years this past December.
Wonderful.
Which I guess we beat the statistics
Yes,
at this point.
yes.
I was like, 12 years.
12.
That's nuts. And my oldest Jakai is 15. I just bought him a car for his 16th birthday.
Hey, happy
Yes,
birthday.
his 16th birthday. And P3 is 10, and Peyton is 8. My little babies, man. But our family is so huge to me. It was, to my parents, family was just a big deal. And they really instilled that in me. So when I was able to have my own family, I just made sure that it was number one. And I think we're even more loving than I was. I took some of that stuff and I added even more to it, because my childhood, I tell everybody, was amazing. Like, it feels like some TV childhood. It was just, I had so much fun. Like, I'm like, my family's fun, but I feel like we have added that and beat it in a lot of ways. So I love it, man. I love it. Being a father is like my favorite thing. I just love it. So it is, it has been challenging sometimes traveling. That's why, for me, the pandemic was a blessing in a lot of ways, just because I got to spend time with them, and really lock in, because I was going hard. I was feeling it right before the pandemic, that I was going hard, and I had to. I want to provide, but it was also nice to stop and make sure that they had the proper attention that they needed. I got to teach them how to ride bikes and all of these things that I would have missed. I was a homeschool teacher for a little second.
Okay, yes,
unbeknownst to me. But it was amazing, and I think we needed that reset as a family.
Yeah. I was going to ask you too if it's been hard to balance, your creative, heart with your family, but you just spoke on it, and I appreciate that. Do you see creativity in them?
I do, yeah, and all of them in different ways.
Yeah.
Jakai is now like 6'6", 6'1", so
Wow.
his creativity is changed to sports. It's a feat that I never quite got to.
Got to go back to designing shoes.
Yeah. I give him the sneakers.
Yes.
And P3, same. I feel like he could be a director, a movie director,
yeah.
Because he puts these shows on and makes these characters and all of that stuff. So I see that coming out in his way. And Peyton, my youngest, my princess, she is all these things. Like I see a lot in her. She can really draw. That's how I started, just drawing. I think as kids we do whatever we can to just get it out. So whatever medium is closest. That's why I think I went to drums first. But I would draw, and then I went to drums. And she's singing, and she's very shy right now. I was too. I used
Really?
To be, I'm talking about like shaking, afraid.
Really?
To
Well,
sing
how
in
did
front
you
of people.
overcome that?
Literally just doing it, just being forced to do it.
Wow.
I'm so thankful of my father now, because every time I thought I wasn't ready to do something, that's when he was like, all right, it's time to try that. But I literally, had he not pushed me, I wouldn't have known that I wanted that and loved it, and because the fear will make you think that I don't even.
That's true.
And I would have missed my whole everything. And people don't realize. I mean, because I started off as keys, so I was behind the scenes, for years and years. And he wanted me to sing because he knew I could sing because I would sing at home. And but that's the way. That's why I tell everybody with fear, like, you just got to face it. There's no other remedy. I wish there was. You just got to face that fear head on.
Whew.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Wow. What other things have you had to overcome? I know you said you were shy, but what other areas that you were challenged?
I think one challenge that I'm still challenged with a little bit is that, I'm like, I am an extrovert but an introvert at the same time,
yes,
right? So
yes.
in this business, you have to sometimes talk to people. And I'm a people person, but I am also can be very just to myself. I like being alone. I'm usually in the studio alone, or it's just me and my engineer. So that is something that I had to just face and say, all right, listen, we going go have a conversation with that person. Go talk to that person. Yeah, maybe you should go to this event and just see people and let people know that you're a real person, because once I'm there and once I break through, then I'm fine. But that initial, it's like I could just stay home,
right.
So that's one thing that I've had to overcome and still sometimes struggle with.
That's good to know. You got to keep grinding
Gotta
behind the
keep
grind.
pushing. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.